The word hecho has many uses, but the first we're going to look at is simply the direct meaning, which is done or made. Done or made. So, made in Spain, hecho en España. Hecho en España. Made in Spain. What would it be if it's made in Madrid? Hecho en Madrid. Hecho en Madrid. Made in Madrid. To say I have. There are two types of I have, but the I have that we can use with I have done, or I have seen, or I have whatever it might be, is H-E, So I have is How would you say I have made, or I have done? What would that be? He hecho. He hecho. And together, he hecho. He hecho. I've done, or I've made. So, a pizza, una pizza. A paella, una paella. How would you say, I've made a pizza? I've made a pizza. What would that be? He hecho una pizza. He hecho una pizza. And how about, I've made a paella? He hecho una paella. He hecho una paella. Okay, if you want to say, I haven't made something, I haven't, we just put no at the beginning. No. So how would you say, I haven't made a pizza? What would that be? No he hecho una pizza. No he hecho una pizza. Okay, let's just practice this to get a bit of fluency. So if you look at this grid here, we'll have I have, but we'll have as as well. So have you. Well, it can be you have, but if it's a question, have you, as. So I have, as have you. And then we'll have hecho for done or made. And then let's have sopa, soup. Un trato. Un trato is a deal. A deal. Un trato, a deal. A mistake is un error. Un error. Easy to remember because it's an error. Un error, a mistake. And esto, this. Okay, so how would you say, I've made a mistake? I've made a mistake. What would that be? He hecho un error. He hecho un error. How about, I've done this. I've done this. What would that be? He hecho esto. He hecho esto. How about, have you made a deal? Have you made a deal? What would that be? ¿Has hecho un trato? ¿Has hecho un trato? How about, have you made soup? ¿Has hecho sopa? ¿Has hecho sopa? And let's have a haven't, so a no at the beginning. How would you say, I haven't made a deal? I haven't made a deal. What would that be? No he hecho un trato. No he hecho un trato. How about, I haven't made a mistake? No he hecho un error. No he hecho un error. Okay, so hecho, done or made. Un hecho is a fact. Un hecho, I guess you could think of it as a done thing. Un hecho, a fact. So what do you think un hecho interesante means? Un hecho interesante, what would that mean? An interesting fact. An interesting fact. How about un hecho importante? What would that be? un hecho importante. An important fact. An important fact. And carrying on with fact, de hecho. De hecho, in fact. So really useful way of sounding natural and emphasizing things in your sentence. De hecho, in fact. So how would you say, in fact, I want soup? I'm not sure how often you might say that, but just to use the vocabulary that we already have. And I'll just tell you, I want is quiero, in case you don't know. Quiero is I want. So how would you say, in fact, I want soup? What would that be? De hecho, quiero sopa. De hecho, quiero sopa. How about, in fact, I don't want a deal. In fact, I don't want a deal. What would that be? De hecho, no quiero un trato. De hecho, no quiero un trato. How about this one, where we'll have hecho repeated? How would you say, in fact, I've made a mistake? In fact, I've made a mistake. What would that be? De hecho, he hecho un error. Sounds strange. De hecho, he hecho un error. So in fact, I've made a mistake. Okay, so un hecho, a fact, de hecho, in fact. And we very often want to say the fact that something is like this, or the fact that he's so rich means XXX, whatever it might be. Okay, so the fact that, and the fact that is el hecho, that's the fact. El hecho de que. El hecho de que is the fact that. El hecho de que, the fact that. So we could say, and we'll perhaps finish in a sentence, and the fact that it's a mistake. So you're listing reasons for something, and the fact that it's a mistake. What would that be? Oh, and the word for and is y. Y el hecho de que es un error. Y el hecho de que es un error. So these are the reasons why, this, that, and the other, and the fact that it's a mistake. How about, and the fact that I don't want a deal. And the fact that I don't want a deal. What would that be? Y el hecho de que no quiero un trato. Y el hecho de que no quiero un trato. So there are all these reasons why for something, and on top of all that, the fact that I don't want a deal, don't even want a deal.